So before we get into the discussion, guys, a couple little housekeeping / announcements for you.
I'm not ready, and I asked, well, why aren't you ready? And they said, because I need a website first. And I was just like, man, basically, when you start with oatmeal, they're dry oats, okay? The end outcome for you guys to have oatmeal is to have it inside your guys' belly.
All right, welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you guys are doing well out there, staying blessed, and not hopefully too stressed. Try to make that rhyme, didn't I, Chris?
Sounds pretty good. You been working on that or what?
Not really, man. That just came from the heart. I don't know. I'm just feeling like I had to say that for some reason.
You sure you weren't taking a couple takes on this before? Trying to make that flow good?
I got my notes up here. I'm not going to pretend I can remember all this stuff, but I didn't. That just came naturally. Not bad, right?
Yeah, you guys see, Eric used to have this, quite the collection of CDs, like old school CDs, and it was a real good mix. It was like underground, right? Like rap, hip hop.
Yeah.
CDs, man. It
was
some
CD
good
players.
beats. Some good beats. I wish I could have that on Spotify these days.
Those were the good old days. All right. So, guys, today's episode, we're going to be talking about why you can get more online fitness and nutrition clients using a Facebook group versus a website. Woo! Facebook groups are hot these days, so if you're not using a Facebook group right now, or maybe you are, we're going to teach you guys some good little ninja tips to either get you motivated, inspired to start one, or take your group to the next level and just get some ninja stuff going. So before we get into that discussion, guys, a couple little housekeeping / announcements for you. If you're a health and fitness coach and you're looking to start, build, and scale your online coaching business, maybe you're struggling, you don't know where to start, maybe you can't get to those higher income brackets, we know how frustrating that is, then we're inviting you guys to book in a free 15-minute brainstorming call with us. Again, a free call. This is a loose call. Leave your credit cards at home. I promise you guys we're not going to sell you nothing. We're very chill guys. We just want to help you guys out, deliver some value, see what's going on, and ultimately see if it's a good fit and we can actually help you, okay? So hit pause real quick if that interests you, and go to the show notes. Click the link there for the free 15-minute brainstorming call. Book in a date and time, and let's chat. Also, if you're new to the show, we do have a fee to the show, and it's nothing like Venmo or PayPal, this type of thing. It's literally just a value exchange. Okay, so we show up 2 times a week here on the podcast. We bring on guests. We put a lot into these shows. We give you a lot of value, or I could be biased. But all we're asking is for a rating and a review on Apple Podcasts to help us get to the higher rankings on there, reach more people, or just again share this episode out. Tag us on Instagram, Facebook, share it out with good people that are looking for value as well too. So that's really it. If the show sucks, you guys don't have to pay the fee. You guys can wait for the next show that you guys get value. All right, Chris, let's get into this Facebook group versus website stuff.
All right, let's go. But where are we going? Okay, so with the story, with this is a combination of what I like to call learned and earned, okay? So learned, basically, when we first started off back in 2010 with dynamic duo training, doing online health and fitness coaching, Facebook groups weren't that popular back then, right? They started rolling around, I think around maybe 2015. I don't know, I have to go back and look at it, but you guys can look it up. But they've been getting more and more popular every single year, right? And when you look at it, I think
they did a whole Super Bowl.
They did a whole Super Bowl ad on it.
Yeah.
So when somebody does a Super Bowl ad, guys, and they're promoting something, that means they're promoting it for a reason. So Zuckerberg was onto something. He wanted people to join Facebook groups, right? And they're pretty cool. If you guys check them out, they have so many different cool things you guys can do with them. It's insane that they actually put these things out. So we learned how to use Facebook groups and tested so many different lead gen tactics with Facebook groups literally in the past 5 years, right? And also we've had some coaches specifically in masterminds that we're in that they are Facebook group experts, that we get to pick their brain. They've done lessons and exchange notes, and we get to learn those tactics. And of course we pass those back on to our students because we want to see them win, right? But that's why we're going to share this information with you guys, to where it's and the reason why is because what sparked this, right, is the other day we have an SMS community list where you get text messages from us. Okay, we don't text you guys 5 or 6 to 7 times a week. Okay, we don't bombard you guys, maybe 2 or 3, and it's always good value. Okay. I text out there that we were putting together like a promotion with this brand new program we're putting out called the Client Getting Facebook Group, right? And someone told me I'm not ready, and I asked, well, why aren't you ready? And they said, because I need a website first. And I was just like, man, if I could just like call this person, and just talk to them, because I was just like, that is the number one, like biggest kind of just like misleading like belief, whatever you want to call it, that you need a website, right, to get started on this stuff. Man, I'm telling you guys, with the Facebook group, if you have like 0 skills, if you guys have 0 income, it's probably one of the best ways you guys can get started with online health and fitness coaching, okay? So I went on and back and forth telling this person, like, hey, you don't need it, and all the different reasons why, right? And I'll get into it in a little bit, but at the end of the day, they didn't listen, right? So I was kind of frustrated with that, because not because I didn't like have her get in the program, because more so it's just like, where did she learn this? Where did she learn that she needs to have a website mentality first? And then again, have all the certifications, and then all of a sudden, boom, when I'm ready to go online and coach people, I press a button and it announces it to the entire world, right? And a flood of leads start coming in from my website, and man, business is rolling, it's steaming. Ooh, I don't need a Facebook group. Guys, it's a mirage. I don't know where this person learned this from, right? So I was like, man, I got to do a podcast episode on this, because I'm just tired of like some of these like dumb stories, man, that people tell people, right? I don't know where it's coming from, like from like educational like places, universities, is it coming from my coaches? I don't know, man. I don't know, but it just pisses me off. Like,
Could be a lot of
it pisses me
places.
off, because I just want to help people out, and it's like they only knew and listened to the stuff that we tell them. Like, they would save themselves so much time, pain, frustration, and agony, right? Okay, that's where I kind of like got motivated for this, right? So let me tell you why a Facebook group is like more powerful than a website, okay? A website down the road, when you're making about like, 8, 10K per month, okay, great. Let's invest in a website, right? Because we have a really profitable business, right? We have some cash flow coming in, and we can reinvest that back into a website, right? And we can really build up your authority and credibility, right? When you're starting off, nobody cares that you have a fancy website. They don't know who you are. It doesn't matter if you have a website, right? It might build a little bit of trust, but what's going to build trust more, honestly, these days, is having a primed Facebook profile and a primed Instagram profile. That is literally your guys' like best way that people are gonna be like, okay, this person's legit. This person, I can see like, they're authoritative. They have expertise, right? They can help me out. They won't go on your website, right, and start fishing around, right, because of attention spans, especially these days, right? And again, a website, if it's not built right, and it's not built to convert, it's going to be an online business card, okay? So it's a waste of time, waste of money, unless you build it right. And that's a whole nother episode on how to build the website the right way. So really, what these Facebook groups, this is why it's your guys' best bet. And I love this analogy on like using oatmeal in a microwave, okay? So if you guys like oatmeal, right? I know, my bad. I know you're probably like, dude, why did you do that? Just really quick, and we'll be back to that video. I just want you to join our free Facebook group community for health and fitness coaches looking to get more online clients. So just click the link below in the description box, join it absolutely free. We got some cool stuff in there, a lot of videos, do live trainings every couple of months on there. And we got some cool freebies on there. So just make sure to click the link below, join our free Facebook group for health and fitness coaches that want to level up and get more online clients to create more income, impact, influence, and independence. Back to the video. Basically, when you start with oatmeal, they're dry oats, okay? The end like outcome for you guys to have like oatmeal is to have it inside your guys' belly, right? Because you guys are hungry and you want to get satiated, right? So there's 2 ways you guys can cook oatmeal. There's a slow way and a fast way. The slow way is you guys can put it on like a stove with water. That'll take about 10 minutes, or you can pop it in the microwave and take about 2 minutes.
The real question with that is like, which one tastes better?
Probably the one on the stove. Right?
I would agree.
Right? But again, these days we're looking for faster results,
Convenience.
right? So it's like, okay, if you guys want to get satiated faster and you guys want to fulfill that hunger, okay, you guys are going to pop in the microwave and take the fast route. Now let me show you guys what this looks like if you guys have a cold lead, right, in your guys' like, funnel, or in your guys' like, Rolodex as an online health and fitness coach. So you guys have a cold lead. That's the start. The end, which is basically the outcome, the end destination, is you want to get them to be a high-paying online client, right? So again, we're trying to figure out what's the fastest way we can warm them up and get them to know, like, and trust us, and get them to be a high-paying client and trust us, okay? The way you're going to do that is there's 2 ways. There's a slow way, where it's like you guys can post a bunch of content on your guys' Facebook profile, right? And you can play that game. And you can just see, wish and hope that people are going to be like, oh, they're going to DM you, or they're going to be like, oh, I'm interested in stuff like that. It's a slow process. Or you guys can have a Facebook group, right? Which is like a microwave process, because the Facebook group is built for one outcome that you're going to get them in that Facebook group. And it's going to be for your avatar and your niche, your perfect future clients, right? So that is a faster way that you guys can have a group that has like-minded people in there, that has all of your guys' perfect future clients. You guys can post content in there, and you guys can start conversations a lot faster than sitting there posting it on your profile. So that's the faster way right there, to be able to get your guys' high-paying clients, is using a Facebook group over a profile. And just one more thing too, man, like with the websites. We're in this game, guys, where it's like you need to start conversations, right? And move people to phone calls if you guys want high-paying clients, okay? Now, the way you're gonna do that is you guys are probably gonna move them onto a phone call a lot faster and spark conversations through a Facebook group than like your profile or a website. You can't, how are you gonna have a conversation with somebody on a website? Like how? How are they gonna DM you, or how are you gonna go back and forth with them? Again, it has to be built right for that to happen, and most people aren't gonna build it right. They're just gonna throw up a big old website and be like, oh, I just did that because I wanna keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah, or some websites that are a little bit more just efficient and, just better, like have little chat boxes.
Yeah.
But number one, they're not live. That's just, it's automation. And number two, it's not a real conversation going back and forth. It's really not. And
it's like an email.
Yeah, and it just goes back to like our framework that we teach in accelerator program, right? With lead generation and with sell by text, right? It's the 4 C's. All right, you're trying to get really good at just creating content, whether that's through Facebook, through Instagram, TikTok, whatever floats your boat. Then from that, the next C is a connection, right? If that piece of content is good, it's going to create what's called a connection. A connection is a hand raise. That's someone liking the picture, the video, someone sharing it, someone commenting, someone looking at it on stories. That's all classified as a connection. The next C is a conversation, because that gives you the green light as the content producer and creator to sit there and have a conversation with the person that consumed your guys' content, right? They raise their hands, so why not go start a conversation with them? Doesn't have to be salesy, doesn't have to be sleazy. Hey, thank you so much for liking that piece of content, whatever it was. What stood out to you? Why did that resonate with you? Try to get that conversation going and see if they need any help. Then from there, the last C is, conversions. You got, you're doing a conversation, you move them on to you're doing a conversation, then you should be converting them at some point if they're a good fit, whether that's through phone call or through a Zoom call.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that 4 C's can be ran through a Facebook group, because again,
Absolutely.
It's your niche, it's your avatar, it's your perfect future clients. There's a community in there, right? It's a microwave process, as opposed to doing it on your profile page where there's 5,000 friends, but all of those 5,000 people aren't going to be your ideal buyers,
No,
right?
not
They're
at all.
family members, they're friends, they're people from high school, like their work partners, all that stuff, right? They're not going to buy from you guys, okay? Again, you're in a business. So that is really kind of my take, guys, on having a Facebook group be more effective than a website. Like I said, websites are great. It's just they're later down the road type of investments when you're around 8 to 10K months. And the second is they got to be built right, guys. They got to be built to convert. They can't just be these flashy websites where it's just like, oh, I look cool, or it's just all about me, and there's no real way to convert people on there, move them on to calls. So again, guys, I'm just trying to help out and give you guys my best advice of what I've learned the past 13 years, right? And helping like over 700 health and fitness coaches the past 4 years. So this is what's working right now, right? And again, doesn't mean that websites can't work, but I'm giving you guys what the best practice is to move people onto conversations and into phone calls and have them being high ticket offers.
Yeah, and one last thing that stood out to me, just for you guys to just take into consideration too, is just you guys have to think about that word community. It's super important, and everybody wants to be a part of some form of community, like a thriving community, an uplifting community, a community that gives great value, great knowledge, great wisdom. Who doesn't want to be a part of that? So be the coach that creates that community, for these people right now. And you can do that through a Facebook group. You guys are blessed with all these resources, all this technology, to where, back in the day, Chris and I, we couldn't even do any of this stuff. Right? So it's like, take advantage of this, be different, separate yourselves from other coaches. I know it's a lot of work, guys, but hey, nothing great is easy. So, take the extra time, build out a Facebook group, give some value, have conversations with people, treat them right. I promise you, that's a nice little pipeline, that you can sit there and fill all throughout the year. And I promise you, just rinse and repeat, to where it's like you're going to have, warm clients all throughout the year. They're going to take you up on your guys' coaching.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, man, just to not toot our horn or anything like that, and guys, that's not our style, but I am very confident in like what we do and how we coach people and get them results. That's why we have an advantage though, because this stuff wasn't around when we got started, right? So we had to do a lot of what's called hustling outside of social media, which we do teach too in Accelerator, because you need to dominate both like outside of social media and on social media and take advantage of some of those resources, right? So that's just pretty much it right there. But guys, look, if you guys are interested in this brand new program that we just released, right? It's called the Client Getting Facebook Group Program, and we're going to close it up, right? So it's going to be a 4-week program. It's not like this commitment to 90 days or 6 months or anything like that. It's a super affordable investment on there. I think it's $77. I'll just tell you guys right now, $77, okay? So for $77 in exchange, you guys get these 3 outcomes. The first one is you build a profitable Facebook group, okay? The second thing is you will get 500 leads in that Facebook group if you do everything that we tell you to do in those 4 weeks. The third thing is if you have those 500 leads, you will have an opportunity to get at least 5 high-paying clients out of that Facebook group in 4 weeks. That's a pretty sweet trade-off for $77, guys.
Yeah, that could be a nice little payday for you guys.
If you guys want to take that money and go put it back in the website, by all means, go get your guys' selves a website. But I'm telling you guys, this is one of the best ways to get clients if you have 0 skills and 0 money right now to start with your online health and fitness coaching business.
So where can they find that?
So that's at dynamicfitpros.com/FB-group builder.
Something like that. We'll just link it up in the show notes.
Yeah, just link it up in the show notes, guys.
We'll keep it simple, guys. Check out the show notes, click the link there, and see if it's a good fit, and tons of value in that program.
YouTube, I'll put it in the description box for you guys.
Exactly. But other than that, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in, for your guys' ears, your eyeballs. Go take action on this and implement, what we talked about, and just hopefully it's inspired you guys to get a Facebook group going. If you have an existing Facebook group, check out the program that we mentioned. And you guys, there's a lot of great ninja tips. We get a lot of scripts out, live coaching with it as well too, to where it's like I promise you guys will get those outcomes and those results if you guys use those. But other than that, guys, have a great one, and talk to you in the next episode.